Hello, world, and welcome to another episode of Critical Hit, a foul-mouthed podcast where we talk about everything. I am your host, Red King, and with me always is Crimson and Chrono Warden.
Upgraded and ready to roll.
Are you sure about that?
Totally not a shameless plug at all.
Yeah.
Tonight, we're coming back to the top 10s. We're doing our number 5, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
You know what's not in the top 10s, though? 2000 teens.
No? Why are you talking about me like that? Actually, yeah, you're right. They were awful.
Yep, you are correct about this.
But these are going to be great. Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
We are Critical Hit and Top 10 Gaming. Number 5 starts now! I almost couldn't get through that one.
Yeah, I was watching.
I was losing my place.
So the funny part is that this is going to be number 6.
Boy!
Wait, what?
Remember, he started on the naming schema. Top 10, number 1 was number 10. Number 2 was number 9. Number 3 was number 8. Number 7 was number 4.
I'll do it in the title. Fuck that.
Fuck it, yeah, we'll fix it in the title.
My word. I knew I was going to drop it. I knew I was going to drop that fucking ball.
Damn it.
My fucking word. Before we begin, because, right, we're talking about video games, we're going to talk about more video games.
There's never too many video games.
Well, there is when you're an adult and have a job.
Oh, that hurt. I didn't need
my very soul felt that.
Please do not.
So, a quick aside. Yeah, I love talking about Tekken 8.
Oh, my.
So, I ended up, the first day I downloaded Tekken 8 onto my Xbox, I ended up staying up too late playing it.
Too late playing Tekken 8.
Yeah. So
No such thing. It's inconceivable. Unbelievable.
take it.
Nice.
That was good. I ended up going to work on probably 2.5 hours of sleep.
Ah, monster days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
Big monster. And I think 2 of them.
Yeah, heart attacks are a thing nowadays.
Listen, insurance covers heart attacks. It doesn't cover suicide.
Whoa. Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
let's fix that shit.
No. So,
All right.
as
On
of
to the first topic of the day.
right. As of today, right? We always record on our Thursdays, and it will probably come out Friday, hopefully, if I'm not a complete incompetent rube. But yesterday, Sony did a state of play, the first one of the year.
Yeah. They were
And-
also the first one out of the big 3 to do anything this year.
Little slick.
Yep.
I mean, Nintendo already has 17 games that they announced last year that are still coming out. So, what the fuck does Nintendo need to do?
I think you want to know what I think? I think February is going to be the Nintendo month. They're fucking it up, guaranteed. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
But you probably heard it on IGN as well.
Actually, so
Fuck IGN.
you can't spell ignorant without IGN.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my phone is up. Give me a second.
But the Princess Peach Showtime, they showed Ninja Peach and Cowgirl Peach.
Whew. Hey, my word.
my word, indeed.
They
So let's-
don't need it.
We play the trailer.
The world doesn't need it.
I do need.
R34 is going to be fucking ridiculous.
Dude.
You just canonically said that Princess Peach is a cosplay girl.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Crushed Bowsette.
Yeah. We got to be careful about that though, because they be doing mods for the Switch now. So just saying.
Ahoy, boy.
Yeah. Don't let Nintendo catch you modding your Switch, though.
Yeah. They'll kick your door down.
Get an emulator.
Okay. I will get to our topic. I promise. I'll
No.
get to our opening topic. But
Well, you were just talking about Nintendo hasn't really done anything. They've showed some stuff.
they're going to do the Switch too in February. That's what
I
thrown
think they'll
that
announce
gauntlet.
it. I don't think they're gonna.
They'll show it.
release it.
They'll show you what it looks like, and it's going to be amazing.
I think it's coming later this year.
They're going to bang ass with this thing. Guaranteed it's going to be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Might have to make a few fall off the truck at work.
I will forever be indebted to you. It'll
Oh,
be like a blood
hell
death.
yeah.
Like I'll kill somebody for
Yeah.
you.
Like, you need somebody dead? Guaranteed I got you, bro. So Sony went ahead and did their thing, right? They announced Death Stranding 2.
Yeah.
Death Stranding 2 on the Beach is the subtitle of this game.
Yes.
Which worst subtitle ever. I'm
Did
saying
you
that now.
See or play the first one though. Like
No.
if you know the story of the first one, you understand why that's important.
Okay,
So-
guys,
So I didn't.
I
play
have
the
a
first
confession to make.
one. What?
I started Death Stranded,
Uh-huh.
okay?
You didn't
Here-
like USPS simulator?
Here's what happened. I started that game on a THC gummy.
Oh, dude.
That's some nightmare fuel.
Yeah,
Yo,
I did not. I was not. That was just not smart.
what a remarkably awful idea that was.
It was horrible. I have not gone back to that game since,
However,
but I'm willing to.
You were playing a Kojima production.
anything Kojima's wild. So this is also wild though, because like, did you see Homeboy with the guitar?
Yes.
Hard?
So
Yeah.
there was a fucking mecha samurai fighting a guitar ninja.
Which was fucking cool.
And it's also an axe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. It was it wasn't a sword. It was an axe. You're correct.
And
about
he
that.
Well,
wa-
no, the robot had the sword. The dude was using an axe.
yeah. Which kind of that's hilarious because obviously slang for guitar.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was so fucking. He did a knee slide,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, and he was
And
strumming.
Strumming
Yeah.
blocks the behind blow.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was
Remarkable.
insane.
Remarkable.
It
And
was
he
insane.
doesn't look like a bad guy.
No, he doesn't.
He claims to be the brother of one Norman Reedus with his magic fetus.
Who is a baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a
Yeah.
very cute baby.
Yeah,
and he gives her a little kiss on the end. It
Yeah.
was-
But Norman Reedus, spoilers for the first game, has a new baby in this one.
Oh, what?
Whoa.
You have to burn your last one.
That's wild.
Is that in the? You do that in the game?
It's the last
That's
mission
wild.
in the game.
Oh my god!
You done. First of all, you done fucked up my playthrough. But
I said spoilers. You could have stopped.
Also, are you going to get to it?
I am gonna get into it.
Okay, because
When?
some things are worth playing anyways.
Don't call me out on my bullshit.
listening.
It's like,
you
what?
still need to get Baldur's Gate 3, Tekken 8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip Baldur's Gate, boys.
What?
That's a mistake.
Why?
I don't need to be that. I'm already running a campaign, like in IRL. I don't need to play through another one. I'm gonna.
You can play the game with your wife.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
couch
It's
co-op.
got local
It's
co-op.
got low.
Okay.
Yo, and I found out today that you can just fucking fuck off. You don't even have to be in the same area.
Yeah. You can just each
Wild,
take
bro.
a party member and fuck off.
Well,
Yeah.
that's kind of like a real D&D game.
Yes.
It is. Sorry, I'm not here to sing the praises of Baldur's Gate.
Okay, you want to
Yes,
know
we
what?
are.
You want to know what? Fucking fair enough. Put it on the list.
Yes.
They went through and they had Stellar Blade, which was
Waifu.
yeah. There's literally nothing else. They're gunning for.
Was that the Hoyoverse game?
No? This is by itself. It was formerly known as Project Eve. The best way I could describe it is just a waifu.
Yep.
And you can dress her up in different outfits, and she's very combat capable. And you're
Wow.
going to reclaim Earth from an alien parasitic monster thing.
Yep. Which it does look cool, but I can't play that without looking like a creep.
And you want to know what? They're gunning for 2B.
That's what going off.
They are gone in for
It's not going to work. Yoko
So-
Taro has announced Near 3. I don't know what the fuck he's calling it.
Is 2B going to be in it?
Probably.
So here's the thing, because
Listen, the Nier series only exists based off an ending of the Drakengard series.
yeah, which is wild.
Yeah,
I
it's a
didn't-
spiritual successor.
So I also want to
But
point
they
out
came out with Drakengard 3.
they do have 3.
Funny how that
Dragon
works out.
Guards. But here's the thing.
Get on your shit, Valve. Where's Left 4 Dead 3?
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Wait. Back for Blood is technically Left 4 Dead 3. It's just not as good.
Yes, Turtle Rock said that, but it's not done by Valve. It wasn't published by Valve.
You're right. It has to be Valve. You're right about that. Only Valve knows how to do Valve games.
Well, Turtle Rock is technically the studio that did Left 4 Dead 1.
Yeah.
And Back for Blood isn't a bad game. I had fun with it with my friends and stuff, and I could boot it up today.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's got that stank of modern gaming.
So speaking
It
of
does.
Hoyoverse, Zenless Zone Zero.
That's the one I was thinking
Or
of.
zzz, or because right, fucking boring. Like, who the fuck do you think you are, Hoyoverse?
You're casting that shit now. You're just like, fuck you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you had Genshin, then you had Honkai,
Yeah.
now you have Zenless Zone Zero.
Now,
Yeah.
the
Which-
question is this one also a gacha game, or is this just a...
I guarantee
This
you it's
one-
going to be a gotcha.
So, each one of these games is what I've noticed is they're being less and less. They're playing less and less. They're falling into who they are and what they know works more and more each game.
Titties.
Bigger ones every single game.
Yep. They have increased in
Which
bust
is
size.
funny with Chinese's or with Chinese censorship laws.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, listen, this is what we got, so go for it.
They Dave the Diver has Godzilla.
Which I thought Dave the Diver had already come out on PlayStation 5.
Yes,
Or is this just DLC?
this is a DLC chapter.
So can somebody tell me what the fuck Dave the Diver is? 'Cause I
So,
was so
there's
confused with that one.
I don't want to say magical because it's not really magical. There's a lagoon that you dive into to get sushi for your buddy's restaurant.
Yep.
And it changes every time you dive into it. And you meet Atlanteans.
And
Yep.
apparently Godzilla.
Well, did you guys ever play / watch Dredge?
Oh, I've seen Dredge.
They did DLC. It's a fishing game that's like based on Cthulhu.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
They did DLC for Dave the Diver where you get to do mechanics similar to Dredge where you sail around and fish.
Sweet.
So I saw it on it. Shout outs to Nitro Rad if anybody watches Nitro Rad. I saw it. He's this Canadian dude, and he's all about these platformers, dog. He's got like the classic N64 platformers and all that, and classic N64 platformer likes, I guess they're called, because there's a lot of indie games that are emulating that, which I got to get into that. Anyways, sorry.
Sonic Generations.
With PC footage. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I've been noticing that more and more when they start showing titles. Like, how fucking dare you?
Yeah.
Well, so it's easier. One, it's good they're doing it on PC because that means that's what they're building it on first. Because there's been a lot of PC games looking at Arkham Knight or the entire Arkham series
Yeah.
just as a starter. They don't do that with.
So here's the thing. Have you seen the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League? It looks worse than Arkham Knight, and Arkham Knight is like 6 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
not getting it, so I don't care.
I'm not getting it either, but man, Arkham Knight is a great game.
'Cause the Suicide Squad could never kill the Justice League, first of all.
Yeah,
No,
there's 0%.
Nope. None of
Not even. There's not even a chance.
It's a
Anyways,
fucking looter shooter. Get the fuck out of here.
Even if they get kryptonite, how do you fight a goddess?
Yep.
What do you got on Wonder Woman?
because they
Yeah.
they didn't kill Wonder Woman. Spoiler alert.
sword
Exactly.
slashes. You just could cut your fucking
Nope.
head off.
Superman
Nope.
killed Wonder Woman because Superman fucking kills everybody who's great.
He's such a piece of shit.
I fucking
Anyway,
we're try not to
I'm,
talk about Superman.
I'm sensing a hyper.
We're charging up right now, people.
yep, sensing hyper energy.
Stay
Ultra
fucking
ego.
Stay fucking tuned.
Shadow and Sonic Generations.
Yeah.
Silent Hill gets footage of the remake of
Silent
2
Hill 2 remake. Yeah.
and Short Message, which is like available now, and it's like a little short story. And
Yeah.
Yeah, they based it off of what you think. Silent Hills, you cocksuckers. how are you going to cancel that project that was going to have Norman Reedus in it anyway? That was going to be his video game debut.
That's because Konami and Hideo Kojima had that huge falling out.
Yeah, they did, but you could have pulled harder.
Well, that's why PT never came out.
Yeah, Konami needs Norman Reedus more than fucking Hideo Kojima does. Kojima could fucking shit up. Like, I mean, not saying he's a bad developer. Let's go ahead and preface that.
He's why you have Metal Gear.
Yeah, listen, Metal Gear
and Silent Hill.
They're both fantastic. But I'm just saying Hideo Kojima doesn't need Norman Reedus. You know who does need Norman Reedus? Fucking Konami.
What the hell has Konami released that's been
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yu-Gi-Oh has been doing stellar.
It's been doing numbers, but that's their only fucking
They
game.
pull so much money off of Yu-Gi-Oh. It's honestly a
so
little.
they're relying on a mobile game. Fuck them.
It's their only fucking game.
Until Dawn Remastered. I gotta get through this list, boys.
Until Dawn Remastered, I'm gonna play that.
Rise of the Ronin, which I'm watching it.
What was that one? I watched this trailer list and I didn't see that one.
It's
Or I
from
missed it 'cause
it's
it was
from
a
Team
fight.
Ninja.
So it's like Neo.
19th
It's like
it's 19th century Edo period, free roaming. It's like a mix between Assassin's Creed, Sekiro. Like it has this kind of it has a lot of emphasis on just being able to like, you know, wing glider.
Was that before Sonic and after Dragon's Dogma 2?
I think so.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I missed that part in my quick watch through.
So I do want to point out though, it still seems like a Dynasty Warriors game.
Yeah, it seems like Dynasty Warriors
Well,
where they
you
really
said this was Team Ninja, not Koei Tecmo.
right. Which
These days,
it's like a guy wearing different hats.
yeah. These days,
Dragon's Dogma 2 looks like Monster Hunter, just
Okay.
kind of cool.
which
Did
they're
you
coming out with.
ever play the first Dragon's Dogma?
I played a demo of the first Dragon.
I've got it on the PlayStation 5.
Best fucking combat system in
Yep,
the game.
I've got it on the Switch. I'm kind of a Dragon's Dogma simp right
'Cause
now.
here's the thing, right?
Great.
The dragon takes off into the sky. You can climb on that motherfucker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Granted, Shadows of the Colossus did it first, right?
Yeah,
So
but
let's remember where we came from.
yeah.
But
Give
you
respect
can
to the
climb out
OGs.
on the wing, take out the joint, and the dragon will crash.
It
cool.
is stupid good.
I'm okay with like that's cool. I'm glad that's getting a sequel because it had an anime series too, so it had some popularity and it hasn't been revisited in a while in a game. So I'm good for them. I'm glad they did that. I will probably play it. I didn't play the first Dragon's Dogma and I do regret that because it does look cool.
You can still get it.
And
I
it goes
give it a
on
shot.
sale fairly often.
Often, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll
Like-
grab it.
I got it on the Switch for $3.
Damn,
It
on the
it
Switch
was
too.
like
That's cool.
it was on like it was 5 or 10 around Christmas on Xbox.
Yeah, really, really.
I wasn't paying
It's-
attention to sales and I really missed out on a lot because of that.
Christmas?
Yeah, I got to start.
Yeah, because people are buying new consoles.
Well,
Yeah.
winter sales going on right. Well, it might be over now, but because January 30th is when it ended. But they had some good
Shit.
stuff then too.
I
Yep.
should have been paying attention.
Spring sale will come. There will be a summer.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out because
it is it's like a Japanese developer. Look for Golden Week stuff.
Oh yes,
Right.
Golden Week is a big one.
Whoop. Love it.
yep.
So Metro Awakening, and I mean it's Metro. It's a good game. Like, come on.
Isn't that VR?
We'll see.
Because wasn't that
Okay, fair.
That's on PSVR, right?
Yep,
Which I'm not gonna lie, I thought that trailer looked fucking cool.
it did.
The
I have-
problem is you got to spend $500 on the console, then you got to spend $500 on the VR too.
Or I wait for Red King to spend $500 on the VR and I play it over.
You think I'm such a PlayStation simp that I'm just gonna get the fucking VR and the Portal?
Yep.
I'm surprised you don't have the Portal.
It's because it's not available. You fucking just wait. Anywho, and then there was Judas, which is BioShock.
Yeah,
It's just
Yeah,
BioShock.
yeah.
in space
With a sassy female protagonist.
And I really didn't. I like BioShock.
yeah.
I'm not gonna sit there and say, "Oh my gosh, that's just blah blah blah." No, I'm gonna fucking play it. BioShock Infinite is one of my favorite fucking games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
Is that tonight's?
no,
Okay.
Okay.
So we know 4, 3, 2, or 1 is possibly.
yes sir. Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. You won't know when it's coming though. When you least expect it. Turns out.
Well,
it's the
if we get to 2 and he hasn't done it, we're like,
yeah. Now we're like, so no surprises at number 1.
That would be insane. and like I would think I'd be all clever. They don't even know. Like, yeah, fucking 4 episodes. Yeah,
Yeah.
we already knew. You were not fucking fooling anybody.
So I just want to say, like, the state of play was cool. I
It
don't.
was very solid. There's been a lot of them that have been fucking disappointing.
Yeah.
And they had Foam Stars, which was like soapy Splatoon.
I was so mad to see that. That was just
Foam Stars gives me weird energy because it suds, bro.
Yeah, that is a little strange.
you know, they're gonna have swimsuit characters.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like
So it might-
soapy,
is it better
soapy
than
waifus.
Splatoon?
Huh?
Is it better than Splatoon at that point?
Well, if you're really into
Listen,
Splatoon characters,
R34 exists on Splatoon already. Like the
Which-
internet is a terrible place.
yeah, a lot of it's like, bro, you understand that they are,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I think
mean,
it was
they are in the. Actually, I don't think they're in the family Cordata.
What is that? Sorry.
Keep talking.
Okay. So yes, you're right, because the state of play has not been solid in a while, and I don't think there was much to be excited about for the PlayStation 5 for a while.
Yeah, I think it's actually starting to come out with stuff. I mean, fucking the fact that most of the really good games that have come out for the PlayStation 5 have been all third-party stuff.
Yeah.
Fucking devastating.
Well-
Like, you really need to get back to your IPs and be good to the shit that you have.
Yeah. It's kind of the same with Xbox though. Like, Microsoft has made acquisitions and they're making moves.
But they have been faithful to
Okay,
shit
good.
like their Halos and their Forzas, and they've
Yeah,
when was the most recent Gears? It's been a couple of years.
Yeah, it was actually a
5.
re-release. Yeah, it was a re-release. Because Gears 5 was on the Xbox One X. Here we go. Confusing. The Xbox One X.
Chordata is the family of animals with vertebra, spines, us,
Oh,
others.
okay. Us and others.
Anything with
Okay.
a spine.
So, oh gosh. They're squids, technically, so I don't know if.
Squids with spines.
So that's why I'm saying they're not in the family Chordata.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're squids. So there's.
Squid don't have bones, technically.
I'm gonna be careful before this turns creepy.
Yeah.
It's R34 and Nintendo. It was already there.
Dude. Yeah.
Princess Peach. Showtime.
Oh gosh.
So, do we begin with the recap as usual?
Yes.
Okay. Who wants their recap done first?
Yo, recap me, dog.
Okay.
I always go. I'm not gonna go first today.
I am going first. Just spoiler alert. I'm going first.
Okay.
Okay.
Crimson, number 10. Crash Bandicoot, 1 through 3, the trilogy, the original trilogy specifically. Number 9, Jack and Daxter, the precursor legacy.
Exclusively.
Exclusively.
Yes. Number 8, Devil May Cry 5 with
Fantastic.
V.
Yep. Fantastic game.
Those fuckers took that from PlayStation. It was free for a while, and then now it's not.
Oh.
Continue.
Number 7, Tekken 3.
Yeah.
Number 6, Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 2.
Such a good game.
Yep. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Since you're going to go first this time, I'll do my list next. Number 10 for Chrono Warden, myself, Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars. Number 9 was Fire Emblem Awakening. Number 8, Jade Empire. Number 7, Cassette Beasts. Number 6,
Still surprising every time I hear it.
the Wild Arms series. And I'll save my number 5.
Okay.
Red King. Number 10, Saints Row 3. Number 9, Half-Life 2.
I already understand the controversy. I can see it in your face.
Number 8, SSX 3. Number 7, Unreal Tournament 2004. Number
That was a good
6,
one. That was a good pick.
finally someone else putting an RPG on their list. Final Fantasy X.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, whatever. Okay.
Okay.
RPG, it's just not right now.
Because, like, I wanted it to be, like, serious after I got, like, once I broke that plane, I want it to be serious.
Yeah.
I want it to be things that have, like, really, like, much more than a romp.
Yeah.
Because, right, games can be romps, and it's fine, and it's amazing when they are. But you have to get serious. And now I'm serious. And now I've got my next game. Okay, boys, fucking strap in, because this one's crazy. This one's good. It's good and kind of didn't do well critically.
Oh, okay.
Commercially or critically?
I want to say critically.
Okay.
I think commercially it did great. Just because of its pedigree.
Ooh, onions.
So it's got great pedigree, but it didn't do good critically.
Yes.
That's surprising. What is this game?
Okay, so Will Wright was the designer of this game.
Oh, no fucking way.
Developed by Maxis.
No fucking way. Why did I was thinking about this. Oh my gosh.
Published by EA.
Okay.
This is motherfucking Spore, boys.
Bro.
Spore.
What the
Okay.
fuck, dude? I was
Wow.
well, I was thinking about this game recently. I thought this was gonna happen. I kind of expected this to some extent.
Okay, so this game, I put so many. Okay, so, right? Couple of different reasons why I put so much time in this game. One, I put a lot of time into pirating this game.
It was, yeah, I remember that because it was one of the first real super heavy DRM games.
Yep, it had Securom security. It had DRM. Like, it was super bad.
Yeah, that was
Like,
that was a
Even
tough one.
buying the game did not guarantee that you had sustained access to the game.
Yep, because you had to get a product key.
It had to be online. It had to be, there were times where, whatever server, may it be EA's, I think it was almost the baby form of Origin when it came out.
Yeah, yep.
And then Securom was fucking up. I mean, the DRM on that game was a fucking fiasco.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even the reason. Like, I never legitimately bought this game, which is fucked up because it, to me, an amazing game, right?
Yeah.
So that was the first way I spent a lot of time on that game. Was just trying to make it fucking work.
That was a very long story to essentially say, I love stealing.
Right?
Well, we do have a Jolly Roger in the room, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yar har fiddly dee, do what you want because a pirate is free.
Yes.
Are pirates.
Damn it. That's acceptable. I'll accept that response.
So,
The way streaming services have been getting.
right? It's like,
Oh.
fuck around and find out. You think that I've stopped this life because I fucking care? It's just because it's been slightly more convenient.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, do not fuck with me. Netflix, Hulu, fucking
Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus,
CBS.
I said
All
plush.
Access.
Paramount Plus.
Plush, Paramount Kush.
Paramount Plush, lads. We're coming for them cheeks in the lands of Kush.
Woo!
Yo.
This is the second. This is the second THC reference that we've made today. boys.
yes, it is. What are you guys doing? I've been off it for a year now.
Anywho, Spore.
Radically.
Damn it. Damn it. That was
using
good.
THC, and we're back.
That was good. That was good. Dang it.
Oh my gosh. The so this game has like 5 stages, right?
Yeah.
And you get to customize your little guy in
Yeah.
every one of these fucking stages.
Mhm.
You're like a little tiny cell, and that was honestly the most unnerving of all the stages. I gotta tell you.
Yes, it was. Yep.
So like the cell stage, and then the like
Fish.
the animal stage,
That was, yeah.
because they were silly with the fucking field bosses in that one.
Yeah.
So you'd be sitting there just like swimming around, and the graphics to me in the cell stage were fucking amazing because they did this kind of like pseudo microscopic thing where they would
Because that was your tutorial.
yeah, they would show like little shit that was smaller than you floating around the background, and you like eat little bio bits
Yeah.
until you got big enough, and then eventually you started to like eat smaller life forms. And that game was crazy because in the cell stage, because it was all top down,
Mhm.
the field bosses would just come from the edge of the screen, and they would hit you with the most disturbing like heavy crunchy guitar riff sting.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah,
the motherfuckers swim at you bad, man, and hit you with one shot. Fucking gone.
Yep. Yep. Your whole species. Is
Yeah, there was shit that was bigger than you
Yeah.
and could do damage to you. And then there were field bosses that would just one shot your ass.
Yep. Yep.
And then you get into the creature stage, and you get to walk around, and you're by yourself, and you're kind of like raising your young, and once again just chilling. And then here comes a freaked up fucking spider field boss,
Yep.
comes over and fucks your ass right up, and it is the scariest motherfucking spider that I had dealt with in gaming.
Terrifying.
I think it honestly was.
Yep. Yep.
That means you never played Sim Ant.
We've talked about
We've,
this.
We
we've
have.
talked about cement. Yes.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I can at least vouch for it because I played a bit of Spore myself. I was not the aficionado of it. But creature stage is what got me.
Yep.
Because there was
Yeah.
just giant things.
Oh, yeah.
And like kudos to any game that has like you could just be walking around and something giant just appears and like fucks you up. I'm like
You're just fine with doing that to people.
Yeah, because it's terrifying to see it in the first place, and then it's equally as strong as it is terrifying. So
And then the rest of the games, like the tribal stage, it starts to get into an RTS. And the final 3 stages, the civilization, or the tribal, the civilization, and the space stages, are all in these RTS styles.
Yes.
And you can do in the tribal stage, actually in all 3 of the stages, you can kind of form how your civilization starts to handle their business.
Mhm.
Like if you're aggressive through the whole game, like as a cell, you're eating like meat mass instead of plant mass. Then you grow into different stuff, and creature stage, you can still keep doing that.
Mhm.
And the tribal stage, if you're just running around steamrolling other weaker tribes, like you can kind of build that different
You can suffer from a condition known as built different.
exactly. And build you can. There was the creature creator in that game.
oh gosh, that was next level shit.
I loved it. It was so much fun just to build creatures.
Because you could make the wildest thing you could possibly. And that's the one thing I will say is I don't think I have seen a creator of any kind, character, creature, whatever you want to call it, of any kind that gave you that level of freedom. Because anything was an option. If you could think of it, you could do it.
Yeah. Spore was fucking wild. You guys remember the lol what pair?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My buddy made a version of that.
Yo, oh, that's crazy.
And it wound up weird with wings and 1 foot and 1 eye and a mouth. And it was a predator.
Yeah, of course it was.
Well, what?
Oog.
It was just, to me, it hit so different. And because every one of these different play styles were supposed to be part of an overall game, it made it so that each of the different stages was light enough, like rules light enough that you didn't get lost in it.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those people who want to play a real-time strategy game, but I am not smart or capable enough to play a real-time strategy game. Fucking Age of Empires, I want to so badly. A motherfucker wants to.
Have you tried like Sins of the Solar Empire or anything like that? Have you tried any 4Xs?
You want to know what the only real-time strategy that I did okay was? A game called Battle Realms.
Well, 4X is an RTS. It's a turn-based.
Battle Realms is my
Right.
shit, bro.
Well,
I love
turn-based isn't quite right. Everyone does their turn at the same time, and then when all players have ended their turn, it moves to the next turn. But expand, exploit, exterminate, and explore. That's the 4X. Civilization is the most famous one.
I tried Tropico,
Mhm.
and I decided to become independent, and then died right away. It was crazy because I was having a lot of fun, like, because that game opens and you're the leader of a colony,
Mhm.
and you're getting like resources and shit, and eventually it's like, we should just be independent, and the monarchy's like, you shouldn't do that. I'm like, fuck you. Don't tell me how to live my life, pendejo. I'll fuck you up. And then,
I was wrong.
yep,
Turns out.
and it's quick. But Spore didn't have any of that fucking problem.
Yeah.
It just had giant field bosses.
Yeah.
That if I remember right, could still fuck you up even in the tribal stage.
Yes.
Yep.
And that was what was crazy, because they did, as you continued, they would have stuff from the previous stage that was a part of your
Biome.
part of your biome. So the crazy field bosses of the creature stage became stuff that your tribe would start to try to fight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stuff that hadn't like evolved. And like even tribal stage was present in the civilization stage,
Mhm.
where you're like picking on people who haven't like moved forward in societal
That was
progress.
That was a little fucked up,
It was a
man.
little on the nose.
Little Imperial, yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing that was kind of cool about it was, and I remember that it ramped up quite a bit in difficulty as it went on.
It did.
It wasn't just like, it was actually easier in the earlier stages of the games.
Yep.
Of the game to just, you can survive and everything. But I feel like, because I saw Civilization stage when I played it once, and then that was it. I never got farther. I always died at that point because apparently I sucked at managing that.
The space stage is crazy because like you're terraforming planets, you're
Yep.
managing like trade routes, and like it manages to like expand in scope enough to really keep you engaged. But if you're dumb like me, it still works. It's still fun to do.
Yeah.
You don't get steamrolled by all the minutiae, as it were.
Yeah, no, I think Spore was such an amazing idea, and it was really beyond its time. Like, there's a lot of games right now that are doing things like Spore that you're like, whoa, crazy high levels of, thought that went into this. And then all the while, the guys who made the fucking Sims were just like,
Yeah, that was the other crazy thing about that.
like a Spore 2 could happen. Like, they could make it now,
Well,
and that would be fucking amazing.
The problem there is new species customization, 99 cents.
Yeah,
it would be
yep,
bad.
microtransaction. You're right
New
about
eye, 99 cents.
that.
Other eye, 99
Other eye.
cents.
So you gotta pay for each eye.
New tooth, 99 cents.
I would be buying it. I'd be stupid.
Full mouth of teeth, $20.
Like you could be a snaggletooth looking motherfucker for free, or
But you're really gonna do me like that? And then I'll make the most badass snaggletooth motherfuckers. They like last until space stage, and it'll be like new space stage. It'll be like crazy fucking, metropolis, space
See,
metropolis.
At that point, what I would go for is I'm just going to make a pitcher plant.
That's a good idea.
No fucking teeth. Give me some fucking spaghetti legs and shit. I'll just crawl along.
Hit it with the spaghetti legs.
but now that we mentioned Sim Ant, Will Wright did Sim Ant as well.
Well, there you go.
Well, that
It
makes
wasn't
It was
just-
actually also an EA game, so
It was Maxis before.
It all-
yes, but
It all makes sense now. So that motherfucker was always knocking around in the fucking surreal and crazy.
I thought he was responsible for Black and White, but that was the guy who did Fable.
yeah,
I forgot about
Molyneux.
Peter Molyneux.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
biggest liar in gaming of the early 2000s.
That dude was a little pretentious little prick.
There's a new Fable coming out. I'm kind of excited for it.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Okay, never mind. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
Yeah,
I liked the trailer to that one.
Yeah,
Remember?
Yeah, but he's not involved, so we can still call him a pretentious little prick.
Yeah.
so he's a pretentious.
I'm
little
glad Microsoft took that shit from him.
Yeah.
Fuck that
Yep.
dude.
Take more shit from him. Take his family. I'm gonna...
No, no, darling, I wasn't at the bar. Not technically a lie. I was shagging a woman above it.
Hoy. I mean,
Oh, boy.
That's the kind of shit he did.
Yeah, you're right about that.
true.
He's
Fucking
a-
straight liar.
he is.
Like I wasn't at the bar. And technically, if you're above it, fucking someone, you're not at the bar.
You're right about
This
that.
is true.
You told the truth and are hiding a bigger lie.
but Will Wright never did that shit.
Yep. Will right.
All he did was make really weird quadra or bipedal crazy things.
No, I had a 6-legged, 2-armed predator called Lobot.
Okay,
It was a
fair
blue
enough.
alligator motherfucker.
I always liked having 4 arms. That was my go-to.
My dude
Yeah.
was fast as fuck.
Yeah.
I could outrun the spider, and then you're right. It's and it's
yeah.
I'm like, not today, motherfucker. I'm going in this little canyon.
Yeah,
Yep. Fuck you and your spider ass. And that is a takeaway of this TED Talk is fuck that spider. And I'm glad we all know which one I'm talking about.
Yep. Yeah.
Fuck that spider.
Yeah, Australia, you out here a little too much.
Dang it. I'm calling in a ringer. I'm gonna go next.
It's an audible.
Yeah. It's an audible. Yeah. I'm calling it audible.
My word, it's $20. Your boy gonna buy Spore. Fucking play that shit all day.
Spore's still out.
Why are you
Wow.
gonna spring that shit on me, bruh?
I was curious.
And it's on Steam. Fuck Origin for that.
So my next game is in the early 2000s, right? Capcom was knocking around with a lot of crazy shit. So they were knocking around with the Resident Evil series. That
Mhm.
Resident Evil, it was in high gear, possibly its highest gear until just recently.
True.
That RE2 remake really reignited. Well, RE7 and the RE2 remake really reignited that series.
Yep, you are not wrong about that. They were knocking around with Mega Man was still going, right?
Rest in peace, Mega Man.
Rest in peace, Mega Man. Beautiful Joe was going.
Oh, yeah.
What an amazing series.
you know,
Striking.
Devil May Cry was literally started. But there was another action game that I think got a little less love than it should have. That was kind of in the same vein, and it has an interesting backstory to it.
I think I know what you're going with.
I'm talking about Onimusha Warlord. It's-
Warlord specifically, not
Specifically,
Okay.
specifically. So here's the thing. I should note that the first Onimusha game I ever played was Onimusha 2, which was actually out of order. So the thing about Onimusha Warlord specifically, and my man Samanosuke,
Akechi. Yes.
yes. So they had, it was this thing, right? It started as, it was supposed to be a feudal Japan era spin-off of Resident Evil.
Yes.
That's how.
That's insane.
Yep.
Why the fuck?
Okay, but like you mentioning Onimusha, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah. So
I love that series.
it is a phenomenal series, and I wish they would go back to it.
Did you ever play the strategy RPG one they made?
I did not. I was actually going to, but I never got around to it. I'm gonna have to give it a shit. So there, I should also say that Onimusha Warlord, you can get an HD remake right now.
Mhm.
You can get it on any of the consoles. You can get it on Steam. So I'm probably gonna be playing that. But
So the first Onimusha game I played was 3.
yeah, with
And it-
Jacques. I think it's
Jacques Blanc.
Yeah, Jacques Blanc.
The actual actor Jacques Blanc.
Yep. And that was the return of Samanosuke, wasn't it?
Yep.
Because he took a break because Jubei was the
Mhm.
main of the second one. So the thing about it was, right? There
There was
like,
Jean Reno was his name.
yeah.
Jubei Yagyu. Yep.
Which was ooh. So so here's the thing about Onimusha, and it was much like a couple other like Romance of the Three Kingdoms,
Yep.
Nobunaga's Ambition type of thing, where it would take actual like real events that
Mhm.
happened in like feudal Japan, and it would take obviously Oda Nobunaga was actually in Onimusha Warlord
Yes.
as the main boss.
Yes. Yep. He is the Genma King.
yes. Which
He was in 3 as well.
he was
Because you had to stop Nobunaga's ambition
Yep.
of taking over the world.
Yes. So he was trying to unify the world through demons at that point.
Yep. Well, bug demons.
Yeah, bug demons.
Because you are also technically a demon.
Yes, because you get your gauntlet thing, right?
You're Oni. Yep.
Yep.
Because you're the Onimusha.
Yep, which you can upgrade throughout the series, which I think that they actually were planning on doing more with that. I believe that wholeheartedly because there's this really ominous music that plays every time you upgrade it that I was like, something's going to come from this, and nothing ever came from it. But so I'm gonna go back to the beginning because it started as a very kind of standard heroic samurai does heroic things, right? You're supposed to protect. What was the princess name? I couldn't remember.
I do not fucking remember.
Yeah, I want to say it was like Yuki or Yuka or something like that. It was something to that effect. It was one of those types of names, right? And then you have I want to say her name was Kaede. She was the
Yes.
ninja girl. So you have to go and protect this princess. This princess is attacked after you kind of defect from Nobunaga.
Yuki, you're right. Yep.
Yes, you have to go and protect this princess Yuki, and she's attacked by this big monster. It's a demon. It's an Oni, basically. And the funny thing is, my man Samanosuke, he didn't give a shit.
Yep.
He was like, I'm gonna swing on this bitch. He had no powers at the time. He was just like, I'm gonna get him, and ran up there, swung on him, and got smacked the shit out of him.
Yes, because you learn that because Mitsuhide Akechi is the one who actually does betray Oda Nobunaga in history.
Yep.
And then it's Hideyoshi Toyotomi who kills him. And then it becomes the Tokugawa shogunate.
Yep.
Because Ieyasu Tokugawa is the one who ends up unifying Japan.
So the thing that got
I didn't know any of this.
So the thing that got me more fascinated into this series than I was before was I watched a Netflix documentary
Mhm.
about all like the feudal Japan era. What are they, daimyos or something?
Yes, the daimyos were the lords.
Yep. So it followed everything up until like the essentially like freedom of Japan. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because unification was a big thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So very regular, very like normal heroic samurai. She gets attacked by a demon. He tries to defend her. He fails to begin with. But then he gets his he gets his gauntlet, and then from that point on, you're working and you're upgrading this gauntlet, and you're
Mhm.
becoming more and more powerful to fight the Genma.
Yep.
So, they're cool fucking creatures, right? They're bugs, yes, but like they did a good job in the first one specifically. I will say the next couple of Onimusha games were a bit more action orientated, but that was kind of just where Capcom was going.
Yeah,
But in the
they
first,
kind of fucked up Resident Evil like that in 5,
they did.
5 and 6.
But given how good the 4 remake is, if they can do something similar with 5 and 6,
That might be.
you know it's coming.
You want to know what they should do? They should, because like name the compilation, "The Redemption of Evil,"
Ooh,
where 4 didn't need it, but
yeah. Even though I do love that 4 remake, that is a good one.
because they did 2, 3, 4.
3 was kind of doo-doo. Because it was supposed to be a DLC for 2.
Well,
And then they turned it into a full game.
Yeah, well,
Well, the funny thing is,
par for the course.
3, the original 3 was also supposed to be an expansion too.
Baba booey, baba booey.
Which is kind of ironic. How did
History repeats itself.
you had to have done that on purpose?
Capcom, you have to know, millennials are old enough to remember both of these at this point.
History repeats itself. Resident Evil 3.
That was good.
You release it as a full ass game, which is supposed to be DLC.
And yes, it was also originally supposed to be an expansion pack. And then they used it to expand Jill's ass.
Back to what you were saying.
You right though. Anyways, so the thing I liked about this game, right, is that the first game focused a lot on kind of like the pseudo horror aspect,
Yeah.
right? So there was a lot of intimidating enemies. You weren't the fastest character. You
Nope.
still, you had tank controls still. You could swing like a motherfucker. Like you could fight. You were good at it. And man, kudos to Capcom for having like stellar animation for
Yeah.
this game, man. Like it was so like the swings were weighty. There was like momentum and step into your swings. It was crazy. And once you like locked on and engaged, you were like you had the ability to like sidestep.
Yep.
And
The block mechanic was good.
The
Yeah.
block
It had-
solid.
Everything had weight.
yeah, and I loved that about that
Which
game, right?
that was the cool part about Jubei, though, right? Jubei is way fucking faster.
Yeah. Which that was another thing. They had differences in characters.
Yes.
The leads were different from game to game, which was nice.
And Shock was also different. Like
Yeah.
the way that he fought was also different.
He had the whip.
Yep.
and a
he had
gun.
Yes.
Yep.
Because
yeah.
he ends up going back in time because modern France is getting assaulted.
Yeah, which I will say overall, I did really like just the characters of that one. They were just really cool. But then you have somebody because obviously in the same game you get to play as Kaede.
Yep.
And she was just swift. She was and mind you, she's dispatching the same Genma that Samanosuke is. She ain't got no gauntlet. She ain't got no demon powers.
Yeah.
She's just fucking murking these dudes by slitting their throats. Like just jumping over their heads, flipping over behind them, slitting their throats. She was cool, right? And and the thing was, she was an effortlessly cool female character,
Mhm.
right? It wasn't one of those things where they had to force a female character to be cool. And she was saving Samanosuke's ass sometimes. And it was like, it was amazing, right? So the gameplay was stellar. You know, the atmosphere was amazing. The music.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, the music is to die for. The whole series has great music. But like there's a pretty interesting story behind the music. So I don't remember the guy's name who was the composer.
Well,
Yeah. Do some Google foo while I explain this. So the thing was, he became pretty much famous off of just composing music for, you know, big like plays, composing music for video games, you know, selling albums that were based off like there was this whole one based off of like the bombing of Hiroshima.
mhm.
And you know, so he had this
Wow.
whole so it was great stuff, right? And like even like the thought behind it was amazing.
Takashi Nagaki.
Yes, that's what I
and
think.
Ray Kondo.
I think that was the actual one though, because there was somebody else who claimed to be blind, or I think it was deaf. Deaf. He claimed to be deaf. He was a deaf composer.
He served as the orchestrator and ghostwriter for Mamoru Samuragochi.
That's
for
it. That's
18
who it
years.
is. Yep. So Mamoru Samuragochi was the guy who claimed to be the writer and composer for this music.
And he claimed to be deaf?
He claimed to be deaf. So the thing was,
I think the actual guy is blind because his eyes are doing that thing where like they're not looking at anything.
Yeah. So Samuragochi, he all these great things that he would do, right?
Because
And
he
they were-
also claimed Resident Evil.
Yeah, yep. And they were claiming that, this guy's like freaking Beethoven, the next Beethoven type of thing,
Whoa.
like big things. He got big off of it, right? And turns out he was telling his ghostwriter to create these amazing things, and he kind of went along with it because at first he was like, at least it's getting out there.
And he's probably getting paid pretty good too.
No, he wasn't getting paid
No.
good at all.
Oh my
Yep.
fucking
Yep,
word.
Yep, I think he came out. It was like 2011. I think he came out and finally said, "Hey, I was the one who did that."
Fuck me.
And what was happening is Samuragoshi was threatening to off himself if he told anybody. So,
That's some dishonor.
yep, he was also faking being deaf to the point where in a personal interview at his home, the doorbell rung and he answered it immediately. So he forgot the role he was playing.
Damn.
Yep. So
You'd be like deaf and you sneeze and somebody goes, bless you. You're like, oh, thank you, bro.
yep. Yeah. Oh, thank you, bro. Like, what the fuck? So because of that and because of that controversy, as of right now,
I felt your nasal drip on my face. That's why I said bless you.
I would have tried to play something like that. Like, do you even know what I experience on a daily basis?
Have you ever felt saliva and mucus from someone else in your mouth? I'm leaving now, sir. I don't care if you are deaf or not. You are disgusting. There's no leaving now.
Like, what? Then Genma come out and attack you.
I am Oda Nobunaga.
Plot twist.
Surprise, bitch.
But because of this controversy, the HD remake of Warlords, unfortunately, they don't have the original soundtrack. which is
Oh,
sad.
wow. That's.
Damn.
Yep, very sad because that's a very big part of that game. And
It has like weird recorder.
yeah, well, you know what it was too.
Jurassic Park recorder.
I almost did it.
The orchestra that had that did the music for that game, they spent thousands of dollars on getting like old style Japanese instruments,
Like shamisen
yeah,
and shit.
yeah, like, and legit, everything was legit. Nothing was like digital music, nothing like that.
That reminds me of like the one guy who came out on stage when they announced Ghostwire Tokyo. There were a lot of people that were like ripping on that guy, but like several Japanese people came out and were like, he's like one of 6 masters left on the planet. Cool your jets, white people.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a little embarrassing.
Imagine getting called out on shit like that.
Like,
But that's the thing, right? Just real quick. This dude has a passion for this instrument. He went to Japan, learned it. I think he fucking lives in Japan now. And they pick you to come on stage and do the musical intro for this. You're hype, right? Because
Yep.
like it's a Japanese branch of a massive company,
yeah,
and you're just like fucking sweet.
Like,
I get
I've
to
been
show my
recognized.
art.
Yeah.
And then white people in the U.S. are like, that's cultural appropriation.
Like, you suck my cultural dick.
And then the culture comes out and is like, no.
like chill the
No,
fuck out.
let him cook. Let him cook.
When they got the respect for him, it's like that's it.
Yeah.
Like
Let
shut
him cook.
your fucking mouth.
Fuck me.
But And by the end of the game, you fully transform
Yep.
into which was the coolest shit ever.
Fucking great,
Yeah, the coolest
man.
shit ever, man. And because you end up fighting, what was the big demon's name? I forgot. It's
I don't remember.
it was like a weird white snaky looking thing. I can't remember.
It wasn't called Fortinbras in that game, was it?
It wasn't called Fortinbras. It might have been called Fortinbras. You might be right. You might be right about that.
Because I was going to mention Onimusha Dawn of Dreams.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of games I put way too much fucking time
Yeah.
into.
And
It is Fortinbras.
It is.
yeah,
Fortinbras.
you were right. You were right. Ooh, I appreciate you right now. So like amazing fight, right? Fully transform. You fight this thing, and the thing is, by that point, by the end of the game, Samanosuke ends up going missing.
Yep.
And they do a recap, right, of all the characters after the fact. And the thing is, my girl Kaede died searching for Samanosuke. That was bullshit.
You actually find out she doesn't, though.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Yes. What game was that?
Onimusha, because she's in this weird mountain temple, because basically there's the idea of like you're playing the Black Oni.
Yeah. Okay.
You're playing Soki, the Oni of the Ash.
Right.
Who is actually Hideyasu Yuki. He's the adoptive son of Ieyasu Tokugawa. You get the new Jubei because she's the niece of the previous Jubei. She has the demon eye. She's fast. You get Tenkai, who uses a staff and knows all this shit about the Genma, dresses very suspiciously like a certain character. Then you get Ohatsu, who just uses guns.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about him.
And then you have the Spaniard, who just beats the shit out of things with his fists.
Yeah, which I mean, come on now.
Roberto was my favorite character in that game.
Which he appears in a lot of different games, I think.
Roberto, I don't know, but
because I think he appears in the Dynasty Warriors series, I believe.
Huh.
I think he appears in potentially the Nobunaga's Ambition series. There's a couple of different ones.
Yeah.
I think Samurai Warriors, excuse me, not Dynasty Warriors.
But Tenkai is actually Samanosuke, and you find out that Akko, because there reaches a certain point where you go to fight Hideyoshi, he kicks your ass. Tenkai absorbs the hit, and you have to go to the temple he tells you to go to. Akko is what she's going by, but it's Kaede.
That's right. Oh my gosh. So yeah,
Tapestry.
yeah. There's a lot to this, and like I wanted to pull a cheap move and be like the series again.
I'd have allowed it, honestly. Fuck it.
Yeah, this is good enough to have done that.
Yeah.
Props that you didn't, but
If you want to do it, I'll accept it. Onimusha is a great fucking series.
Listen, if
I was not expecting this.
If this has any hope of making Capcom make a new Onimusha game, I'm gonna say the series because that fucking series is amazing.
It really was, because like, what a fucking game series, man.
Yeah.
And like, even though like Onimusha Dawn of Dreams was really good, because it kind of went back to the horror, because like they're doing the fucking Cherry Blossom Festival and they've replaced all the trees with Genma insect trees.
Yeah.
So they're gonna infect everybody.
Whoa. Yeah. And the other thing I gotta give props to just real quick before I close because I could gush about Onimusha all day.
I could too.
So they did it was like a re-release. You know what I mean? It was Genma Onimusha, right?
Yeah.
So it was a harder version of the game, but it gave you more like armors and more weapons you could collect. But they did the most asshole move they could have in a game, and they added a new enemy that you didn't see coming, right? And it is essentially the nemesis of that game.
Oh
shit.
damn.
So it was this little like one of those Japanese dolls, right? It's got the little kimono and everything like that on there. And then this thing starts like crickling and cackling as it's like raising up off the ground. You turn around and this thing just blades just shoot off the sides of it. And it's got like 3 swords on either side, right? And this thing just starts chasing you. and you can knock it down, but it'll get back up. So you have to run away from this fucking thing. It was literally the nemesis of that game, and it was like, good on you.
Classic Capcom.
Yeah. That is, But that, I mean, it's gotta be Onimusha for me. The Onimusha series, I'm gonna just take it as
Okay.
that. There is so much. There's so many games and so much to each one of them. But my gosh, it's a good series.
That was amazing. Fuck, do you remember the katana controller for Onimusha?
Yes.
I
Yep.
think that was one of the. I think it pretty much hits everybody's top 5 worst controllers
I'd believe it.
because like the amount of buttons on that bitch and the fact that it was like motion controls, but it was like so far inferior to the Wii Waggle.
yeah.
My word, what the?
Capcom was the first to do it.
You're like, no, you're
Say?
yeah, you're no, you're one of those fucking mall katana kids. You're like,
yeah.
I have Hanzo steel.
yeah,
Damn it, that is beautiful.
fucking A.
Yeah, wonderfully bad controller.
Oh wait, what? I can maybe controllers is the next thing.
maybe controllers is an episode.
Fucking N64 controller makes it on the list for worst.
It just
It doesn't make
It-
sense.
it
Fundamental.
defied. No, the N64 defied its controller.
Yeah,
There's no way in hell that should exist with a good console.
Out
Yeah,
here
yeah.
fucking looking like a damn fucking starship.
Yeah, it's like you with that fucking thumb shredding ass.
Oh, it's the
way
worst.
way too motherfucking tall. Like giving people looking like the fucking stigmata.
Yo, one of the times doing the Mario Party tug of war,
Yeah,
Oh
you just,
my
I
gosh.
shredded my hand.
you just
Yeah.
bleed and you're. What's
This
up
is my controller,
Yeah, yeah.
fuckers.
like, what's up with kids that they're just okay
and
with that?
remember, it wasn't a full circle. It was like a fucking hexagon.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my word! It was a gated controller.
Yeah.
Dude.
And if you, the thing about it is like the plastic was made out of tougher stuff because I've seen GameCube controllers where the gate is just made round
yeah.
through friction. Those gates never
Nope, they never
let
wore
up.
down.
And you want to know what? My palms are hurting just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yep. Nightmarish.
All right. So it is now your turn, Chrono.
So, number 5 on my list is Chrono Cross.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Fucking fantastic game. Releasing in Japan on November 18th, 1999. Came to North America August 15th of 2000.
It was almost a full year.
Yeah, so that's the thing is there was a time.
Translation was the big thing.
Yeah, yep. Translation was a bit slower. Simultaneous release wasn't a thing that they planned.
Well,
for.
because here's the thing, right? If you look at the original translation of Final Fantasy VII, it's littered with so many grammatical errors and incorrect translations and shit
oh my gosh.
that as Final Fantasy VIII doesn't have it as much. Final Fantasy IX is literally a perfect translation.
Right.
Like, Square's translation department exploded
Yeah,
after 7.
They kind of had to with the huge success. Like you can't be lazy on the translations, or not lazy, but you can't be.
Inaccurate.
Yes.
You can't
Yeah.
have high school students doing it anymore.
You want to know what's like wild? Because you imagine if the information exchange was as fast as it was today, but the releases were like a year apart. Imagine having a game out there just knocking around
Yeah.
for a fucking year that's
Yeah.
that hype.
dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's like one of those things because I remember back in the day waiting on games with bated breath because I was into almost exclusively Japanese games when I was younger, and I'm like, dude, is it gonna come to America?
Yeah. There were a lot of games that didn't. They're
Yeah.
just now getting over here.
Yeah, we missed out on a lot, unfortunately.
But Chrono Cross, what a fucking game, man.
Like when you're dealing with timey-wimey shit, you know?
So it starts out innocuous enough. You're just a kid that lives in a fishing village. You live with your mom. Your dad died some years ago, saving you.
Classic RPG.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, as the game advances, you end up learning that that's not the case, but it opens with there's really only one other kid around your age in the village, and she's a girl. So everyone naturally just sort of assumes the two of you are going to end up together just because this isn't, oh, I can hop in my car and drive 500 miles and go meet somebody. It's, you got to walk.
Yep.
Like,
sometimes for months.
Like, I ain't walking too long and you're blonde. I'm assuming if I'm talking about
Nope.
the right one.
Redhead.
No. Fuck.
The original one is a redhead.
Okay.
The one who saves Surge, our main character. So it starts out with Lena tells you to go to Komodo Rock, this little island inlet thing next to your village of Arnie, and get her some Komodo dragon scales because she wants to make a necklace because that's the romantic gesture.
Oh, okay. Got you.
So you can recruit a dog that talks and punches shit. Pashul, one of 45 characters in the game.
Like, you're just gonna bite this thing, right? Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Nah, Sergi Poo, I'm gonna punch it. Go for it.
No, Sergi.
That's what she calls Surge, because Surge is like super cool to Pashul.
Awesome. Listen, if I had a boxing dog, like, come on now.
I got you, homie.
Yeah.
So it's great because the characters in the game, they each end up with unique moves called techs. And Pashul's, one of them is like cannonball or canine ball. She just folds herself into like a morph ball and jumps at the enemy and starts beating the shit out of them.
Oh, nice.
That's a part of my end game party at that point. I don't even give a shit. I don't give a shit
Like
how
I
cool
said,
anybody else is.
45 characters. There's a lot in this game
Yeah,
to pick from.
but Bashul.
Like, I don't care how cool anyone is.
This is my fucking dog.
Yeah.
This dog
Yeah.
stays.
Well, so you know what's funny? You recruit her by giving her a bone.
Just easy, and then like the dog is like, I will devote my life.
What you need punched, bro? I got you, Sergi Poo.
Yep. You just
what you need.
you gave me a thing.
Like anything.
But you can take her with you. It makes the beginning of the game a little easier. Because first time you're running around, you have no idea what the fuck you're doing in this game.
Yep.
But you get the 3 scales. You end up going, she told you to meet her at the beach on the other side of Komodo Rock. You go there, you're talking. Surge passes the fuck out, wakes up on the beach, indeterminate time later. Some old guy comes out and is like, what the fuck are you doing here, kid?
Like, did that bitch just leave me?
Like, why didn't you wake me up?
Well, Surge says that to the guy and is like, where's Lena? And like, are you a friend of hers? Because it turns out you've gone to a different world. You know who comes with you? Pashul.
Yeah. Good old fucking Pashul. Let's go.
Didn't leave your side.
Pashul stays in the fucking party. Okay.
Pashul abides.
So the thing is like, because Pashul's up against like a pirate captain that's mourning his great love.
No shit.
There's some deep fucking stories in this
I
game.
think I tripped and stole that character for my
Oh, yo.
Yo, I really did do that.
He has 2 kids.
Oh, dude, I really fucking tripped and stole that shit for my D&D character.
So the character I'm talking about in question is Fargo. And you meet one in each world. In the world where Surge isn't from, he becomes a pirate captain. Because basically he's like, I lost my mermaid wife.
Okay.
Zelbus is her name because his ship in this one is named the SS Invincible. And that's the name of his ultimate technique. Because there reaches a certain point where you can bring characters to meet themselves in the other world.
Whoa.
And Fargo, it's particularly important because it resolves a lot of story beats. Because the Fargo in Surge's homeworld is he opened a gambling ship, like a casino resort ship. And it's called the SS Selbus. And he cheats at gambling to get people to be indentured servants on the ship.
Whoa.
You bring the Fargo you recruit, and he's like, nah, we're not doing this. He goes over the loudspeaker on the ship and is like, from now on, this ship is called the SS Invincible, and we're going and hosting a concert down here.
Fucking
Because
cool.
his son is a guitarist.
Right.
Yo, that's lit. Fuck that. That's amazing.
So, yeah.
However, Pashul is a punching dog. So-
Be like, think of the coolest one that you can recruit. Is it a punching dog? So
I'm gonna fucking play this game, I swear. And I'm gonna
It's $20 on Switch,
I swear
Xbox, PC, PlayStation.
I'm getting it on Switch. I'm bringing it with me to work, and I'm doing an all Pashul run.
Well, fortunately for you, Pashul is one of the highest HP characters in the game.
Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's
like,
go.
it's an easy choice, boys. Like you want this?
45 characters? I don't know who's going in that third slot, but it's Surgeon Pashul.
Yeah.
Well, there's also this weird little like cat unicorn thing you can get that you can evolve into a demon, an angel, or just kind of evolve in the middle.
It's a damn Pokemon?
Yeah, Pip.
I was gonna say Unikitty.
It could be Unikitty
From the,
fucking Lego movie.
Oy.
Yeah.
Yo.
Before Lego Movie existed. But Pip
Whoops!
is
They
funny.
tripped and stole that fucking character. I'm not the only one.
Pip can also talk.
Does Pip punch?
Pip can punch. Pip as an archdevil is one of the strongest physical attackers in the game. Pip as an archangel is one of the strongest magic users in the game because they evolve based on what magics you have them use.
So Pip and Pashul.
But then you have a. Then
There's
the
a
run
lot of
becomes a
waifu in
PP
the game.
A PP run.
Oh, I'm doing a PP run.
Pip Pashul.
Damn it. Anyways.
There's a lot of waifus in the game though, so
That might be a problem for me. Damn it.
but like it's just the fact that it's cool because like Pashul is one of the earliest ones you get to do it with.
Yeah.
Because Pashul from your world comes with you, and you can introduce them to the
Oh.
Pashul in another world, and they're both like, huh, all right, that's interesting. But like Surge,
Pashul's a fucking G.
yeah, you go and talk to Boxing Dog. That's all I had to say.
That's it.
I mean, there's another character that's a wrestler that's also a medium.
That's cool.
A psychic wrestler.
Yeah. He communes with the dead.
Maybe,
And he has a full luchador mask.
maybe if he's compelling enough, he'll
Like
be
one
able
of his fucking texts is the clothesline.
maybe if he's compelling enough, he'll get the third slot.
I'm gonna have to pull up images of some of the characters in this game. But
yeah,
like,
yeah. I actually am curious. I would like to see that.
but like it's just what a fucking game, man. Cause like there's the usual, it doesn't have a traditional level up system. You get stars for beating bosses that improve your stats, and you fight battles in between to increase your stats further.
Yeah.
But it's just like the combat was really interesting because there were technical depths to it. Because like there's 3 different physical attack types where you have weak, medium, strong. Weak you can use to build up your accuracy to a strong attack, or you can just fucking gun it for 3 because your characters have 7 stamina points.
Yeah.
And you use all 7. If you use magic, it uses 7 points. So one of the more powerful combos is you do wham wham with a double 3. Then you hit an element, your character's out of commission for a little while.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Wow, so that's kind of an interesting system, like a battle system. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Well, it was also pseudo turn-based because like enemies would pop in randomly in the middle of your turn,
Yeah.
which would suck if you were building an accuracy chain because then it's gone.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then-
Combo
point, you're like-
breaker.
Fuck! Fireball!
Fuck. Throw the control. Because playing that game when it was contemporary, I'd be a kid and I wouldn't even care.
Yep. Like I would throw it, and the cord that connects it to your PlayStation would
Pulls
stop.
the PlayStation.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. You got to remember,
And then your disc has the laser burns in it.
Yeah, yeah.
You ever do that? You ever clothesline your PlayStation
So
or any console for
the
that matter?
only thing that ever happened to me on is it was at a point where I had my Xbox 360 set up to play Borderlands 2, but because I didn't have a router, it was a fucking spider web of cords in the middle of my room with my fucking Xbox on a laundry basket because I was poor.
Yeah, I feel that.
But my foot didn't go high enough, so I pulled a cord. I was in the middle of playing the game, and Xbox got pulled off, and the game went. Took it out, laser burns, and I
The
was like,
360,
That
you
was
tilt the console and it does that.
immediately because I remember that shit happened to us too.
Yep, it was Lost Planet, and we had a dog,
yeah,
and the dog, because you can get the rechargeable batteries for the controller, and then like it could hook on with a cord and charge while it was playing. It was a play and charge. Actually, is the exact name of the.
They still have those.
I forgot about that shit.
I need to get those.
My word. But the dog come walking through and fucking
Destroyed it.
yeah, the sound.
Yeah, it was bad. My Xbox was fine.
Yeah, the Xbox always is.
Yep,
But that thing fucking
there was no chance of it surviving.
them circular Johns just all over the disc.
And that was when I started switching to digital, boys.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I was like, I've had enough of it.
I've been cured of this fucking problem.
But yeah, so like honestly, there's so many fucking characters, and because the game is broken up into a weird 3-act structure where you're Surge, you get transformed, and then you're back as Surge and you get everybody again.
Wait. What do you get transformed into?
Do you want that spoiler?
No, I don't. Hold on. I do. So I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna download that shit because I want.
Listen, I would love if you both play this game and we do a full episode on Chrono Cross.
I can do that.
Like even if you just do the main game and get the first ending.
Yeah.
Well, you can get one of two endings in the beginning. There's the super bad one or the good one.
Okay. I'm gonna try my absolute damnedest not to get the super bad one.
You want to know what? Every time there's a chance for a good ending, whenever I play a game, I will invariably end up with the bad ending.
I'll tell you what the bad one is. Credits just roll.
Really?
Oof.
You've done fucked up if you get the bad one.
Oh.
You get no resolution.
Yep. I can't do that. I'll play the whole fucking
That game
again right
also
there.
has Magus from Chrono Trigger.
He is actually not Magus. Not in that timeline.
Right.
Not in that timeline. Damn it, man.
So it bridges those two games.
So, well, there was a game that was never released in the US that came out with the Chrono Cross remaster that they did. Radical Dreamers. It was a sort of bridge game because it has Surge, Kid, and Magus. Guile is what he's going by. And Guile, at some point in development, probably was supposed to be Magus, but they wound up making him not.
So, man, there's a lot going into that game. And the thing is, do I have to play Chrono Trigger at all to understand things? Or
No, Chrono Trigger does get tied in, but I'm going to be honest. I beat that game the first time like 15, 20 years ago. I didn't fully comprehend the story until many years later. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
The time depth of Dimensional Bastard and shit like that. The Chrono Compendium is a fantastic website if you want to read up after you beat the game.
Yeah. Which I think sometimes I'd be doing that shit if there's like a game that's like multifaceted, a bunch of different endings, right? Sometimes I'll get an ending and be like, okay, as long as I get a satisfactory ending, I can be like, that's good. I'm going to go read the rest of it. You know what I mean?
As long as the characters are not bleeding out and crying.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Because
oh my gosh, this was the worst thing ever. Then I'm like, I'm going to have to replay this game.
Yep. I'm gonna have to
So
erase
the
that image.
original ending does create some interesting implications if you get the correct one, because you have to reconcile the timelines because the worlds are no longer separated. I won't spoil any of what gets reconciled, but there's a lot to consider. Some of it could be good, some of it could be bad.
Fucking A, man. How do you have a game? Developers were wild back in the day, right?
Well,
You're making shit happen on a fucking PlayStation 1.
there was
dude.
supposed to be a third game in this series, Chrono Break.
Well, maybe they still can do that.
So the problem is that a lot of the original developers, one, either don't work for Square anymore or they're dead. It's been 30 years almost.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chrono Media, I remember watching Chrono Crusade and thinking that that was in the Chrono series.
You are not the only person that has ever thought that.
I am so glad. I thought I was like just some really weird weeb.
I also remember watching Chrono Crusade and developing a weird thing for nuns.
You were a Trinity Blood fan, weren't you?
I was a Trinity Blood fan. Yes, I was. Fucking A.
Why
man.
was
You
like really?
stan Uber Berlin.
Yeah. Don't fucking read me like that.
You want to know what's really weird is like Bridget from Guilty Gear kind of looks like Rosette from
Yep. And that
Chrono Crusade.
that fucked up my whole life.
What's that? Are you just happy to see me? Don't worry about it. I'm about to beat your ass with a yo-yo.
Hopefully
And
that's
then I'm
the only-
laying some pipe.
like,
Traps are weird. That was honestly the first experience that I had as far as like that went.
it's a trap.
It's a trap.
Fucking Faust from Guilty Gear, man. Fucking 9-foot tall bald doctor.
Yeah,
Yep.
maybe you could snip something off and make this all right. Oh,
Hi-oh. But yeah, I mean, there's not, to avoid getting into spoilers, I can't really talk that much more about the game, but it was just, like I said before, it was that game that made me ask the question, what if? And it's what got me studying like string theory and things like that, studying the idea of parallel universes.
if there's a game that compels you that much, like that had to have been a like transformative game.
So the funny part is one, I will die on the hill. Chrono Cross is a better game than Chrono Trigger because each character gets development. Characters in Chrono Trigger, not all of them get development.
Frog does.
Frog does, yes. Marley does. Luca does. Ayla, Robo, not really a whole lot. And those are two of my favorite characters.
But Ayla was the Stone Age one, right?
Yeah, she's the ancestor of Marley.
Yeah, they should have tried harder with that one.
Who the fuck is Ayla? That's the problem is because I don't know. I know what they look like. I don't know which one is which. You know what I mean?
The Stone Age one.
The Stone Age one.
The Akira Toriyama art is
Yeah.
strong in this one.
Yep, the Akira Toriyama art is strong in that one.
That's
Okay.
Ayla. And then
So I do know who you're talking about. Wait, but so Marley's the other. Okay. Yep. So I know who Marley is. Okay, that looks like just blonde Bulma.
And Luca looks like purple haired bull.
okay,
Yeah.
so that's just it, right? Akira Toriyama has a little bit of Don Bluth.
Yep, he got a little bit of Don Bluth in him. You read about that?
He's
He can
Japanese
draw-
Don Bluth.
Yeah, he can draw Hercule, Goku, Bulma, and Chi-Chi. He's got to make it work with them 4 models.
Yep.
Trunks is a new one. Trunks is
just Goku mixed with Bulma. Has the same haircut.
That's it.
They
Yeah.
do got the same. You're right about that.
You could put a different hairstyle on Goku because Vegeta exists.
Yeah. He's got receding hairline,
Yeah, he's got that big old like fucking
V.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's
It
got the
goes
Widow's
up.
Peak. He's
Yeah.
got and like Raditz and Super Saiyan 3 is just like you're just drawing the same hairstyle.
Yeah.
Take the
Nothing against Akira Toriyama.
Listen, he makes great shit. So does Don Bluth. We're just saying.
Yeah.
Don Bluth draws Old Guy and Dimitri from Anastasia. That's it.
Yep.
Because the dad in Five Goes West, the American Tail movies, and the old guy in Anastasia, that's the same
fucking
dude.
guy. You're right about that. It's the same fucking guy.
With the addition of mouse ears.
Yes. But same glasses, same beard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking word.
Damn it, man.
I wasn't thinking about it too hard, but now that I am, I'm like, oh boy.
But yeah, like, so, because Chrono Cross did a lot of shit that it was a balls to the wall fucking game.
Yeah.
It was not afraid to try. It was throwing everything out there.
Fuck. And so here's the thing, and this is a solemn promise because it's weird that you can't spoil a game that's old. That's that old right now. But we will do a Chrono Cross episode.
I would love that. I wouldn't mind doing a Chrono Series episode, honestly. But
we will that'll be my dedication.
I would be fine. I would be happy with just Chrono Cross. Chrono Trigger's not a bad game. Like, it's a good game. I think Chrono Cross is better.
We're gonna take that word for it. we're gonna roll.
Chrono Trigger is SNES as fuck.
It is.
Could we? It had like, was it mode 7 where it's like that tilted?
Oh, yo,
it was heavy mode 7. It was
mode 7 was the shit, bro.
Oh my
that
God.
was the
that
shit.
was SNES as fuck.
But the cool part about Chrono Trigger and Cross is that you can avoid battles. You don't have to do random battles. There's none of that stupid screen fade. You can see all the enemies on screen.
I love games like that.
Yeah.
I do. I love RPGs.
You can fucking, like, I need some EXP. I'm a fight a bitch.
Yeah. Listen,
Or I'm a bit of a
With my
coward.
punching dog.
yeah.
Time to ruin my playthrough by running away from things. I have fucking hamstring myself on so many RPGs.
You know the funny part? That's actually a better strategy in Final Fantasy VIII.
What the fuck?
Final Fantasy VIII gets harder the higher the level you are.
This is news to me.
So
Thanks for that.
I'm gonna get Final Fantasy VIII HD, and I'm gonna get the quickest fucking playthrough.
Well, you could actually fast forward a lot of that game.
You can also just... So you used to be able to create a junction to disable auto battles or random battles. I think you can just turn them off in the HD remake.
They do a.
Because you can do it in all of them. Like, the game doesn't even fucking care if you activate your level 99 cheat. You can still get the fucking achievement. Square's like, fuck off.
Yep. They really like.
Because Final Fantasy VII, the HD remake, 8, and 9, they all do it.
Final Fantasy X HD does it too.
Oh, I didn't know the 10 HD did it.
Yeah, it does.
Cheese it, boys.
I mean, it would make playing through some of these games easier because if you're just trying to do the story to get that ascertained, and it lets you do endgame content fairly easily, you don't have to fucking worry about it, right?
And you get to speed to the blitzball part in 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also don't have to grind. You can just say, sphere grid done.
Yeah.
Titus, get the fuck out.
But I will say for this, I will experience. I like to experience games.
That's why I'm not spoiling that.
Yeah,
Like, I'm gonna show you the female characters because I know you're a thirsty bastard.
Yep.
You gotta pick your waifu.
Let's pick it. It's gonna be Surge, Punching Dog, and Waifu.
That is probably a lot of people's party builds.
Yeah.
Like my companion, my ride or die dog, and my waifu. Together we shall. It doesn't matter what we do.
Because Pashul's gonna punch it to death.
And with that, we have reached the end. We are Critical Hit, and that was another banger ass episode of our top 10 games.
Yeah. Listen, man, if it isn't apparent yet, we fucking love video games.
You guys really stepped it up with the last two.
Yep.
Yep. So that's the thing. It's getting serious.
No more romps, all fucking serious.
Yeah.
All shit that carries heavy fucking emotional impact.
I've been throwing haymakers from day one.
For real, dude. What the fuck? Been Mike Tyson
and it's crazy, like, knowing that you went through them to a high, heavy, grindy extent.
Yeah.
This man.
Because you play fucking games.
Find us wherever you find your favorite Critical Hit podcast. There's only one.
Us.
Yep.
Yeah, damn straight.
Fucking subscribe.
Google, Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Pandora, Deezer, some other ones. We love your subscriptions because we love you as listeners.
Yeah.
So do it, man.
In a completely platonic way.
Yeah. Like,
or not, if that's what
total.
you're into.
We're totally Pluto. Find us
That's Plato.
Find us wherever. Find us on YouTube. I almost repeated myself. CritTube is the @ right there. The @ on Twitter, Quitex, the artist formerly known, is KriticalHIT Official. The time and the day is every fucking Friday at about noon.
At noonish, you know,
Noon adjacent.
when I wake up.
High noon.
I could use the high noon right now.
Oh, God.
Till then,
HC gummies.
oh no.